Hey guys, what is up? Skylar here, and today I'm talking about Rodney Whitehead Jr. As you guys probably know him by the name Lucky Whitehead, or judging by the offseason as he's had, you could call him very unlucky Whitehead. But he's currently a wide receiver for the New York Jets. Today's video, I'm basically going to tell you guys about the god-awful offseason this man has had so far. So it started back in July, when Whitehead posted on social media that his dog Blitz had been stolen and his dog was being held for ransom. So it's unclear exactly how this happened, but it ended up in the possession of a Fort Worth rapper named Bugatti Casino, who actually posted several videos on social media with the dog while demanding that Whitehead pay him $20,000. Casino denied that he actually stole the dog, instead saying that an ex-girlfriend of Whitehead's had actually just brought it to him. Casino also said that the $20,000 he was demanding was not ransom for the dog, but it was owed to him by Whitehead for undisclosed reasons, but he wouldn't give the dog back until Whitehead gave him the money. So yes, it was ransom money. But what ended up happening was Whitehead got the dog back. It was only gone for 2 days, didn't have to pay the 20 grand the guy was asking for. Whitehead said everything was good, but what a crappy way to start off your summer, and it does not stop there. Back on June 22nd in Prince William County, Virginia, a man was charged with stealing more than $40 in food and drinks from a convenience store. The person had no identification on him, but he gave the name of Whitehead to police, the date of birth, the social security number as well. And on Monday, the Cowboys became aware that Whitehead had a warrant out for his arrest, and they decided to release him. And Whitehead had put out a statement about this. He said, "As far as the whole situation went down, I was blindsided. I didn't know about the warrant that came out in the first place, clearly because I wasn't the person arrested. The head person in the Cowboys organization I told, no one backed me up, no one had my back in the whole situation. I knew it at, 12:45, and by 2:30, I'm released." As far as the stuff that was preached by the Cowboys, I was left out to dry. I mean, by 12:45, I figured out this was even going on. By 2:30, I was released. What's the real reason? Let me clear my name. I didn't have time to do that. I was pretty much called a liar. So Whitehead had talked to the higher-ups of the Cowboys and even the head coach, and basically nobody believed him with anything that was going on. And finally, after a few crappy days after being released, Whitehead is picked up and signed by the New York Jets. But his terrible offseason does not end there. It was announced on Tuesday by the Jets that Whitehead will be out indefinitely with a broken left foot. Todd Bowles, the Jets head coach, had put out a statement, and he said, "I don't know if he's out for the year, but I know he will be out for a little while." And since then, Whitehead has actually elected to receive the surgery and will be out 4 to 6 weeks. And this got me thinking a little bit about the whole wide receiver depth chart thing over with the Jets, the dumpster fire of a team they got going on right now. So it made me look up, what were Whitehead's stats? Why do these teams really wanted him? And honestly, his college stats were not too good. He had 2 receiving touchdowns. He was only at Florida Atlantic for 2 years. He had 1 punt return for a touchdown, so I'm surprised anybody even picked him up. In 2015, he was signed as an undrafted free agent by the Cowboys, where he just spent 2 seasons, then finally got released, and now he's on the Jets. So I've been hearing the Jets wide receivers being brought up a lot, and I just wanted to look at their depth chart, and my mind is just absolutely blown. So going down the depth chart just for wide receiver, we have Lucky Whitehead, who is out with a broken foot, will be out approximately 4 to 6 weeks. It could be longer. Next, we have Devin Smith, complete ACL tear, out for the season. Quincy Enunwa has a bulging disc in his neck. He was placed on IR. He is out for the season. Jalen Marshall, 4-game suspension. Then we have Marquise Wilson, hip injury. He is questionable. Chris King is out for an unknown personal reason. Quentin Patton is out with a foot injury. He's still questionable. And finally, Kyle Williams with an undisclosed injury is questionable as well. So it looks like the Jets are super insanely thin at wide receiver at the moment. I would not be surprised if we see a lot of practice players playing in the preseason, maybe even earning a spot on the starting 53-man roster if their wide receiver depth chart looks like that. But anyways, that's all I have for today's video. I wish the best to Lucky Whitehead after just the awful offseason he's had so far. Hopefully he'll make it in the league, but there is still a possibility that he will get dropped by the Jets once he can pass a physical. So we'll have to see about that, guys. His offseason could get even worse. Let's hope not. hopefully he gets a lot of luck out of all this, and that's all I have for today, guys.